Now, the second one. Jenny, you can insert words if necessary. Change the order if it's necessary. You can do anything to make it parallel with the um, remaining part of the sentence. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Just check if you know the second one.
Hello?
Yeah, Jenny. Could you do the third one?
During the day, we went on long hikes, rode around the lake, or just leisure time.
So what's wrong with that part? The last part.
And
Hmm?
leisure time.
Yeah, there
It
is
just
no.
sounds,
Yeah. Please.
um, I'm not sure how to fix that though.
Okay, so just look at that third part, Jenny. It doesn't have a verb in that. That's what makes it wrong. We went on long hikes, roved around the lake, and or just leisure time. Is there a verb there?
Mm, no.
No, so you have to insert one. Otherwise, it won't be parallel with the previous parts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get like how.
During the day, we went on long hikes, roved around the lake, or spent leisure time. Spent. So if you insert that word, see, if you insert the word spent, or just
Mm,
spend leisure time.
yeah.
Okay. Now the fourth one.
Um, each of the following sentences. Oh, sorry. She returned to pay the rent, and because she had left some of the things. Wait, I don't get that one either. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So you just have to rewrite the sentence. So the sentence speaks of her having done two things. That is, she returned to pay the rent and she had left some of her things. So how will you combine these two sentences in a way that shows that both the parts have the same structure?
Mm, you. I don't know.
Or that the first part of the sentence will be different in structure. So you
Yeah,
see,
but
yeah, both these are different in structures. To get, first part starts with to, and the second part it doesn't have a to, so that's why it is awkward. To get enough sleep and to trim expenses. So if you rewrite in that way, both the parts will become parallel. That's all. Do you now understand?
yeah.
Okay, so you have to, Jenny, many students make this. So this first part becomes parallel with the next one. That's right. You get it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now see if we can do the sixth one.
Okay. Tutoring. He asked me about my courses and where I was planning to be next year.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this one's like different from the last one because
Which one,
there's
Jenny?
no
Hmm?
number 6. Like,
Mm.
is like asking about my courses and where I was planning to
Mm.
go next year.
Okay, could you just type it in and see if it works? Okay, so what about this, Jenny? He asked me about my courses and my plans for next year.
Oh,
So don't you think the structure will become parallel then, if we rewrite it in that way?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I asked you. So just see if you can do the seventh one. The doctor said that I should rest and not to get excited or upset. Now see if you can do that.
Um, the doctor said that I should rest and not get excited or upset. It doesn't sound like anything's wrong with this sentence.
There is something wrong. The, the italicized part is wrong. Not technically
Why?
right. Yeah. How will you correct it? Repair the sentence. What have you to do?
Hitler followers considered other nations to be racially inferior and
Mm.
were only fit for slave labor.
Just write it out, Jenny, and see. Just work it out. That's what I ask you. Just try. Write it out and see how it works.
Okay.
See if we can do that. Labor. And fit only for slave labor. So this verb or the auxiliary verb is out of place. So there is no need for this. So you could simply say racially inferior and fit only for slave labor. Now, could you do the ninth one? This is common to both the parts, like the first part, I mean. This part is common. Now, it has two branches, like the best way is not to set up more social agencies, but restore old-fashioned discipline in the home. So, to set up is the beginning part, and the second part begins by restoring. So these parts, like to set up and by restoring, they don't go together. So you have to write it this way. The best way to combat juvenile delinquency is not to set up more social agencies, but restore old-fashioned.
Wait,
Any team can win and... What's wrong with that part that is italicized? Can you spot the error?
Yeah.
Can you? There is no verb in that, Jenny. Any team can win. And so that part should be parallel with the preceding part. Any team can win. Yeah. And?
Wait, and have or...
Okay, just type it in. What did you say?
I'm not sure that, yeah.
Look. These are different. Yeah, these are different. So that's why it is weird. So how will you make it parallel? Just as you did in the case of the first sentence, we were hungry and penniless. Remember? You changed that word into penniless. Why? To make it parallel with the preceding ones. So similarly, my parents liked peace and quiet and dash in the evening at home. So can you change that part to relax into the appropriate form? And who makes friends easily? Do you think that part is right?
No.
No. So how will you rewrite it? Esther is a helpful person. Jenny, you can rewrite the sentence this way. Who makes friends easily.
Wait, isn't that the same thing?
No, because there is an and there.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
so
the
that
and is in italic.
and is what?
It's not in italic.
Yeah. So you have to remove the and to make this italics part, this part, right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what. Now the 13th one. Yosemite is a park with spectacular scenery and half-tame bears. Half-tame bears. What about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do. You can choose any of those type. Jenny, it's it's not mandatory that you choose this, but you can choose any. The thing is that
Takeaway.
what happened? Could you read it? Yeah.
Or to play a game of tennis.
Yeah, that's right. To jog in the park or to play a game of tennis. Now, do you get the type of essays when we stopped? So, do you remember what is the difference between argumentative type of essay and persuasive type of essay?
Persuasive is to convince and to try to convince, and argumentative is just like showing.
Which is stronger, persuasive or argumentative?
Persuasive.
Of course. Now why? Why do you say it's stronger?
Because it goes one step further.
You persuade the reader to take a particular course of action. So what about your language? What about the language that you use in the persuasive type of essay? Hello?
Yeah.
What about the language?